This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy, Franck Kessié, is a player, Peter, who really seems to have found his place. He's been described as the complete midfielder, with physicality, energy, quality, protecting his defence, and he plays an important hand in moves forward. You really can't be asking for much more than that.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Oh, good spread. And the shots! Oh, they could be caught out here. And again. And it's played forward, and the counter is on. Robertson. McGinn. Gilmore. Played out towards the right wing. Ndika. Kosunu. Fofana. Kosunu. Ndika. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Gilmore. It's an inviting looking ball, that. McTominay. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Christie. Wins the duel this time. Ndika. Fofana, aim forwards.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Christie, thrown-in pass. And that has been cleared. Searching pass is played there. Christie, played in with purpose. Fofana. Guesson. Ahmad. Doué. Ahmad. And a chance! Gilmore. Christie. Well timed, excellent interception. Aim forwards, succumbs to the pressure. Kosunu. Fofana. Gets into some space. Chance, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Moved on forwards. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ndika cuts it out. And it's played forward. Oh, they can break here. And it's Fofana. a shot! It's a loose ball. Guessel. Ahmad. Ahmad! Can he stop it going out? Robertson gets rid without sophistication. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Up towards the front line. Calmly anticipates. And that is out of play. Plenty waiting in the middle. Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Diallo gets it away. Tries to get it clear. Guessel.
Well, it's very much the start we expected. There is a sizable gulf in quality between the two sides.
Doué carries the ball down the right. Cross goes in there. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Scotland, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
He's had a shot! He's delivered all right! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Ivory Coast gain their reward with an early goal. Guessel. Ahmad. And he's searching through. Nice physical challenge. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Fofana. Fofana! He's got away with one there. He's onto it in a flash. That has been cut short.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Christie. Christie has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Nice interception, well timed. Long ball by the goalkeeper. The message is clear, none shall pass. And could be danger here. Adams. Danger averted for now. Doué forwards and with intent. Do have a chance to counter here. Muscular approach does pay off here. Diallo looking to get on the end of this. Gilmore clears it away. That'll be a throw-in. Big chance!
Fofana usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can though.
McTominay. Played out to the right. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Ahmad! Good trying. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, teacher, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
McTominay. Robertson. And it's played forward. Ndika gets across to intercept that. Fofana. Kosunu. Doué. Kessié. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Kosunu. Fofana. Doué forwards and with intent. Cleared away. McTominay shifted upfield. Ahmad. Oh, good ball. There's the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Cross in. Defending of the desperate variety. Christie aim forwards. Chance here to counter. And that is a little undercooked. Kessié, gently done. Doué. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, it's played into the area. McGinn. McTominay. Swings in a... Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And it's Fofana. Guessall. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Christie. Gilmore. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. McGinn. Gilmore. Out to the right. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's McTominay. Is there any support? He might not need it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Gasson really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Kosunu. Kessier. Moved on forwards.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Gilmore. And here's the chance to counter. Aim forwards. Doué makes the interception. Fofana. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ahmad. Diallo. And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Now that's well seen too. And he's there to get it away. Guesson. And now the breakaway. Oh, perfectly measured that. Ivory Coast have a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Ahmad!
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Ahmad. Oh, good spread. Too much on that, it's gone out. Kessier given the lift of his goal, and it's Fofana. Receives it in a good position here. Adams. Robertson shifted upfield. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now, what about a counter-attack? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Ahmad! Kessié, chance for a shot! Robertson. Robertson played over towards the opposite flank. Gilmour. McTominay. Gesson. So what can they make of this? And it's Fofana. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Can he finish? Climbs up big! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, has another go! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's got away. Adams. Looking to break at pace. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. That has been knocked clear. And it's played forward. Fofana. Ndika. Kosunu driven forward. It's an inviting looking ball that. Ndika gets over and intercepts. Christie. Done delicately. Kosunu clears it away. Ndika gets it away. Ball is over the line. That's going to go a long way. And it's Christie. Tries a measured ball. McTominay, and it's lofted through here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's having a shot! And they've got rid. Gilmour. Robertson, now here's the delivery. Robertson has failed to find anyone. Kosunu shifted upfield. A lovely, neat pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Good ball, good take. Now it's Ahmad. Doué. Throw it. Well read, nice interception. Kosunu. Ndika. Now who's going to be first to this? Could move up a gear here. Scotland are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Moved on forwards. Fofana. Robertson cuts out the pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, great chance! And he's straight offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And it's Fofana. Aimed forwards. And reclaimed it in a... Fofana! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Kosunu. Ndika. That's really well manoeuvred. Played out to the right. Ahmad. Gesson. Gilmore forwards and with intent. McTominay, and it's played forward, and they can counter here. Christie, here's found Christie! That was superb goalkeeping.
Christie actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Gesson. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, can he get onto this? Can he spark a counter here? And he cuts out the supply. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Ball's gone out of play. Robertson. Oh, nice touch. There are a few waiting for it. He can get that clear. That'll be a throw. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Fofana, looking here to chip it through. And that has been knocked clear. Kessié played out to the left flank. Aimed in towards the centre. And that was very necessary. Kosunu gets across to intercept that. And he goes cross-field. Dewey. Very nicely done. Can he deliver? Hit into the middle. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And there's his chance to lead the counter. McGinn. That is good strength. Gilmore played out towards the right wing. Christie. A chance to play it in. Now it's McGinn. McGinn! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
And it's Fofana. Diallo spread out to the left. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Now it's Adams. Adams. It's run loose here. That's really well manoeuvred. Pinged towards the front line. Christie. Now it's McGinn. Aim forwards. And the first 45 minutes are up. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Fofana. Christie. McGinn. McTominay. Ahmad. And it's Fofana. McTominay does really well to win the ball there. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Ahmad. Kessié. Kosunu looks to the other side. Decent progress down the left. He's shifting through the gears here. And out it comes again. It's an inviting looking ball, that. McTominay. Great work on the overlap. Ah, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Christie. He's in a great position. And claimed it back swiftly. Robertson. Fofana. Doué. He's in plenty of space here. Guessons. Well timed, excellent interception.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That has been cut short. Moved on forwards. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Kosunu, gently done. Kessié. Moved on forwards. And it's Fofana. Out towards the flank. Can he latch on to this? Shapes to shoot! No, not this time.
Guessons rightly acknowledges such good supply and apologises for not doing a little bit more.
Ahmad. Fofana. Fofana! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Oh, this looks sharp. Kosunu gets over and intercepts. And it's Christie. Now it's McTominay. And the shot! That's a half-decent try.
McTominay just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
That is lovely. Played into the middle. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
This was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
interception. His positioning was spot on. Chance here to counter.
Kosunu, well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Kosunu. Tessier. Kosunu. Aim forwards. Christie. Adams. Gilmore. McGinn. Picks it up out wide. Oh, it's come loose. McTominay. Shot a goal! He'll try to keep this alive. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's really well manoeuvred. Well read, and the danger is averted. And it's played forward.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Strong running down that left flank. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Looks across and plays it in. And that has been clubbed away. Diallo, and that's aimed into the middle.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support, and the chance is gonna beg him.
Ndika. Kosunu. Played towards the other side. McTominay cuts it out. McGinn. Aim forwards. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Gilmore. McGinn. Robertson chooses to go cross-field. Cross goes to mighty effort! Cleared without complication. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Ndika getting this one clear. McGinn. Gilmore tries to dink it through. Real chance! Tries to get it clear.
Ivory Coast are probably looking to run the clock down now. They clearly feel that the job is done.
Ivory Coast have somehow to break through, though. And it's played forward. Guessons. Lovely feet. It's out for a goal kick. That's really well manoeuvred. Ahmad. That's surely a foul, free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Christie with the clearance. Moved on forwards. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Doué. Kessié shifted upfield. Doué. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Swings it across. Clears it away. Referee's given a throw. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, what a ball! Chance! Fofana. Kosunu. Played towards the other side. Fofana. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, it's come loose. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Adams. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And it's Fofana, charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Diallo getting this one clear. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Cleared away. Doué aim forwards. pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now then, the ball's come loose. Over to the left. Gets his head on it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Good challenge, excellent challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's played forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Proves too strong. Well, they can break here. That's been slipped through. Robertson makes the interception. Now it's Adams. He is through here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Fofana. That's good play. Aimed in towards the centre. Robertson. Lofted upfield. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Adams. McGinn. McTominay. Now it's Adams. Great chance!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's really well manoeuvred. Calmly anticipates. McTominay. Robertson. Gilmore, gently done. And it's Christie. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Ndika forwards and with intent. Fofana! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Diallo with the short one. Now here's the delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Adams. Robertson. Looks to the other side. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Gilmore looking for a runner. Played into the middle. The referee's awarded a free kick. Christie! That's a throw. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
You know, he can't really have any complaints of being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
And it's Gilmore. That's tidy. So who's he picking out? Hit into the middle. Kessier. Out to the left it goes. Oh, can he get onto this? Nicely intercepted. That's really well cleared. Gilmore. Crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Short changes him with that pass. Ndika, aim forwards. McTominay. Fofana. Ahmad. And he's there to clear it. Can he finish? Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Fofana is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Well, that's well seen too. And he thumps it clear. Moved on forwards. And it's hoisted clear. Christie. He's got plenty of space out wide here. The ball is loose and McTominay! That's really well manoeuvred. And now the breakaway. Doué. And it's Fofana. And it's played forward. He's onto it in a flash. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ahmad. Christie. Gilmore. Fofana. Quality ball. And they can counter here. Adams. Fofana. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, good spread. It's a throw-in. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Tries a shot! And they've got Reed. Ahmad. McTominay wins the duel this time. Do have a chance to counter here. Can he get onto this? And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Back into the middle. Fofana. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And he's heaved it away. And it's Fofana. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, Red, nice interception. Ndika, and he goes cross-field. Fofana. Doué could try cutting inside here. In comes the corner. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Oh, shooting chance! Christie forwards and with intent. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Great defending, strong and determined. Kosunu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Aim forwards. He slings it in. Defending of the desperate variety. Now, what about a counter-attack? Out to the right. And it's Christie. Lovely bit of skill. He's got to be in. And the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. McTominay. Fofana. And here's the chance to counter. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Christie, now he's off and running. That's nice. Christie. The cross. Herring after the ball here. There will be a throw-in. Scotland making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Oh, it's played into the area. He's overhit it. and it's out of play. Zaha. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Ahmad. Doué, gently done. Played out to the right. Delivered across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. McLean. Moved on forwards. Calmly anticipates. Kessié. Gilmour. Brilliantly cut out. And the counter is on. Ahmad. And there's green grass ahead of him. Decent chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Wins the duel this time. Zaha. Begin. Robertson. Robertson played over towards the opposite flank. Gilmour. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Nice control. Time to deliver. And it's Gilmour. That's very neat. And he shoots! And with that, the final whistle. Scotland were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Scotland were always up against it, Peter, and a game we expected a gulf and not just a gap between the teams, and it happened.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a lost children's announcement.